and still loving our theme music. Thank you, girls from Blackbird. Now, we get into our youth sport on a Tuesday morning, and of course, most of our schools are shutting down over this period, and focus really does turn to the exams. So sport does take a back seat, but where the schools shut down, the universities pick up, and we've had some cracker university sporting action. Yesterday, we were out at the University of the Western Cape to catch up on some soccer and some water polo. Now, the ladies' football fields were the place for a lot of the action yesterday, with 8 games being played out throughout the day. UJ defeated a very spirited DUT by a single goal to nil. The University of Free State and the University of Pretoria both played out to draws in their respective matches. CPUT and BUT could also only manage a goal apiece when they met later in the afternoon. CPUT were on the back foot for most of that encounter, but won a penalty and took the lead. Their joy would be short-lived, though, as BUT struck back in a matter of minutes to ensure the spoils were shared on the day. Then UCT's girls' side were finding a tough time of things against their opponents from KZN. The visitors were having to defend regularly against what seemed like wave after wave of charging red jerseys. UCT would have to rely on counter-attacking for any chance of victory, but their finishing left a lot to be desired in the end. Both defences held out, and the girls went home after a goalless draw. It was then the men's turn, and the men's draw was equally exciting, with hosts UWC recording the day's largest margin of victory. They defeated TUT 3 goals to nil. UKZN defeated MMU, whilst the University of Venda held Wits to a surprising goalless draw out on the B field. TUT and Pretoria came out trumps in their match against the University of Fort Hare. UWC's neighbours CPUT had a tough time of things in the early exchanges. That was against the University of the Free State. The boys from up north constantly made inroads to the Cape Side's box. After 90 minutes, though, both sides could only manage a goal apiece, so the spoils were shared in a match with the UFS team would have thought that they should have won, I think. Now we move to the pool for some water polo action. The boys and girls were out in their speedos over at the pools for some great water polo action. In the girls' sections, UCT, Stellenbosch, Tuks and NMMU completely dominated by winning all of their encounters. UCT's lads were in top form yesterday, winning both their matches and amassing a staggering 61 goals in the process. NMMU and the University of Free State with unfortunate recipients of the brutal attacking display. Now, Varsity College and UJ, the other front runners in the pool, both tertiary institutions, finishing with 2 wins out of 2. Now, let's talk about some of the upcoming USASA events. You can catch your favourite or future university out in about this weekend, as a host of tournaments are being played out throughout the country, from aerobics to sailing, bodybuilding to chess even. We've got softball, golf. There is surely something out there for everyone's taste. So get out there, support your local universities, and support our guys and gals, our future stars of South African sport. That's a wrap of your sport. We'll get back into our sporting bulletin on the top of the hour.
Expresso Youth Sport, brought to you by Deep Heat. Warms pain away.